Rugby League was established in 1908, a game born of hardship and struggles in the north of England and loved especially by the working classes. In Australia, by the end of World War II, Rugby League had become the most popular football game in New South Wales and Queensland, Australia's most populous states. At that time, the strongest competition was in Sydney, with 8 main clubs, but few players could afford to be fully professional. That is, they all had to have a day job to pay their bills. Today, the best rugby league players earn millions of dollars. The transformation of rugby league in Australia can be traced to 1961, when the first game was showed live on television. That game was played between Balmain and Norths, 2 clubs that don't exist today, although Balmain became part of the West Tigers. Television coverage gave rugby league a huge boost because it allowed so many more fans to watch the game at home. Changes were made to the game to make it more interesting for TV viewers. Rugby league initially had an unlimited tackle rule, but this was changed to 4 tackles and then 6 tackles. This was designed to make teams more creative and the game to be faster and more attractive. Television is the lifeblood of all today's rugby league clubs. They receive a share of the rights paid by television stations to broadcast rugby league, and television coverage allows the clubs to attract valuable sponsorships. Television was at the heart of the Super League War, the bitter battle for control of rugby league in Australia in the late 1990s. This is when the News Limited-backed Super League broke away from Australian Rugby League. The Super League War destroyed friendship, families, and clubs with long and proud histories. It took years to be resolved, though some fans gave up the game forever. The development of rugby league in Australia since the end of World War II has been extraordinary. This year's National League Rugby Grand Final was watched by 83,833 people at Sydney's Olympic Stadium, and 3 million people around the world watched it live on television. Television and the interest of the television station owners has been the dominant influence on the game since the first match was televised in 1961. And it will continue to be the force that shapes its future. The National Rugby League is the present-day embodiment of Australia's top-level domestic club competition. Formed in 1988, developed from Sydney's local club competition, which has been running continuously since 1908. The NRL formed due to the aftermath of the 1990s Super League War. Rugby league in Australia has developed into an elite football competition known as the NRL and consists of 16 first-grade clubs. It is regarded as the world's elite rugby league championship, and per season is the most viewed and attended rugby football competition in the world. Rugby league continues to develop and shape Australia as the most popular type of football and will do for years to come.